This is another Figuring Out Japan video review. We sell the hottest toys and figurines out of Japan. Please check the description of the video for more details, including links to our site and Facebook page. Today I'm going to look at the Master Stars Piece line of figurines, which is produced by Banpresto, and also going to do a quick review of this figure itself. So, as I said, they are called and marketed, so they're made by Banpresto, as you can see in the top right, and this is the logo where my thumb is. If we get a close look at that and get that into focus, which it's not going to do. So you can see there it says Master Stars Piece Greatest Quality. So these are marketed as a superior line of figurines, and they are in great quality, which I'll show you, and they're also quite large. So if I put an iPhone 5 case, or if I show you a standard size figurine, you can see it's not quite double, but it's definitely a lot bigger. And these figures, it varies figure by figure, but they're around about 25 centimeters. So first I'll quickly review this figure, and then I'll show you some of the other ones in this line. So this is Trafalgar Law. He was released in 2014 and re-released actually just recently in 2015. The boxes for these are quite thick. They're sort of a cardboard rather than a paper. And as I said, you've got the logo there which says it's a Master Stars piece. And you can see on the back, you can see like they actually have credits as to like who designed it and, you know, concept illustration, blah blah blah. It's weird how they put that in English, isn't it? So you can see for use as prize in Japan only, so it is a Japanese product available in Crane Games. You can't buy figures when they're first released in Japan. And then you've got the Toei Animation, gold Toei Animation sticker. So that's the box, and then this is the figure. So as I said, quite large. You'd probably assume that figures can't be bigger than their box, but that's not true with these figures. They are larger, as you can see, because they assemble in two pieces at the waist, as you can see with this figure. And a lot of detail, like you can see, even it's quite hard to show, but if I can get that in focus, so you can see even the feathers on his, I don't know what you'd call it, quite detailed. You can see his hair, all the strands of hair. He's got his earrings, even the eyes, a few different shades in there. He's got his little beard, and even the that's right, the pants have the seams and the pockets. So a lot of detail. The pockets go right up as well. It's a bit covered here, but they, you know, even though you can't see it, so you get his tattoos. So just all the detail that you could want. In fact, even the shoe, even the bottom of the shoe. Like no one sees the shoe, right? But just look at the detail on that. You've got the threads, the lines. I can't get into focus. There we go. So you can just see even the threading around the outside. So great detail with these figures. I love the sword as well. It is quite shiny. Very long. Very, very long sword. So that's pretty cool. Now he does actually come with a second sword. Well, it's the same sword, but it's in its casing. I forget. I don't know what the actual name is for a sword casing. The scabbard? I don't know. But they're two separate swords. So unfortunately this one was missing it. But you know, if you buy it from us, we'll sell it new in box, and it will have both that sword and the this one too. So they're two separate pieces. So that's the Trafalgar Law MSP. Now the MSPs are available in lots of different series. It's not just One Piece. One Piece and Dragonball are the two main ones, but there's also ones for Naruto, Kuroko No Basuke, Attack on Titans, Gintama, quite a few different ones actually. So this is Luffy. So One Piece has Luffy, Ace, Sabo, Zetto from the movie, Zoro, and the newest one that's been released is the Shanks. So this was only released a month or two ago. He can be displayed with or without his cape. I'm sorry I don't have the actual figure to show you. So these are available in Crane Games, as I said, so sometimes they have the holes are being punched in on the side, but that's not a big deal. So, yeah. So that's Shanks, and then this is Luffy. So Luffy was re-released, and the box design is different, because originally Luffy was released, and then Ace was released, and Ace was so popular they then re-released him with a different box, and then they released Sabo. That's right, I forgot to mention Sabo. So there was also a Sabo MSP, and so they had like a 3 set, so the front of each image forms a picture, like the saga when it shows the 3 of them growing up. So that's why it says Revival Luffy. So there's also a Revival Ace and a Sabo. So that's the one-piece ones. Now with Dragon Ball, the newest one is this one, which is the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Really cool character, and there aren't really... This may be the first Super Saiyan 2 Gohan figure released in Japan. So this is the newest one that's been released for Dragon Ball Z. The one before that was this bad boy, which is the Vegeta. I love the design art for this. Now, I'm a bit hesitant to show this, but I will anyway. This is the actual MSP. This is the size of Vegeta. You can see he's pretty chunky. But this is a custom piece. So the colouring has specially been done. So this is not a commercially available one. So if you buy it, it's not going to look like this. Like the size, the sculpt, everything will be the same, but the colour will be different. The actual one doesn't have all this silver in the hair and all the silver lines and the red parts there. But that gives you a good feel for what it actually does look like. So the real figure looks exactly like this, except the colouring looks like that, because that's what it is. But I will review that in a separate video, because it deserves a separate video. And then this one is Eren Yeager, which is Attack on Titans. There's also a Levi. So it comes... These are actually 2 separate figures that you can combine together. So as I said, there's some from lots of different series. Special shout out to the MSP King. We have a customer who hasn't got all the MSPs, but he's got most of them. And this one's going to him. So that's the Attack on Titans one. So yeah, great figures. If you collect the set... Oh, I don't think I mentioned... Did I say all the Dragon Ball ones? I think maybe I didn't. So the other ones in this line are Goku, Super Saiyan Vegeta, and Future Trunks, as well as Super Saiyan Vegeta and Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. So there's been quite a few released in that line. And as I said, I will review this figure, because the custom piece also had a really cool stand, makes a great display piece, which we've got in our office here. So keep an eye out for that one. But for now, that's the Banpresto Master Stars piece figure line. Thank you very much for watching.